evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. You all, thank you all so much for tuning in and allowing me to share just a tiny, and I do mean a tiny portion of this evening with you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Listen, we have an amazing show lined up for you all on tonight. Listen, let's get started. Let's talk about what everybody right now is talking about. Y'all already know this Cassie and Diddy foolery. When I tell you the foolishness is real, I mean it is real. What are you all thinking? All of this stuff that Cassie is revealing, that the male escorts, and for lack of a better word, I wouldn't say the other word, but we on iHeart and don't want to get blocked off all the social media channels, so I'm just gonna refer to them as escorts. But what do you all think about this? I mean, first of all, I'm just trying to figure out, why is Cassie even on the stand? Why is she even a part of this case? I didn't even know she is. She a part of the RICO charges and all this other stuff that caused Diddy to be federally indicted? Because if she's not a part of that, I don't understand why are they interviewing her. Now, a lot of people are saying, she's doing this and she's saying this, so that she can help other women and she can help somebody else. Let me tell you all, that is a load of crap. That is a load of boo boo. I am not buying that for 1 second. I don't buy that for one moment. Now, let me just make this disclaimer. Listen, we're not against rap. We're not against rapper, but we are against those thugs. Let me make this disclaimer. First of all, if y'all don't know who said that and where that's from, you probably are on the wrong page. You're on the wrong group. You're in the wrong everything. You're in the wrong lifetime. You are in the wrong era. If you did not know that that was the intro to Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's the thuggish ruggish bone. Listen, you too. If you don't know that, you too young to be over here with us anyway. So we'll wait while you go pick up the Disney Channel or pick up something else, because what we're about to talk about tonight is gonna be too grown for you. Nevertheless, but let me make this disclaimer. I do not condone any type of acts of violence against women, children, any type of acts of violence, taking advantage of a woman when no means no, all that stuff. I am not condoning that. I am not looking past that, and I will not now or never take that situation lightly. However, that's not or any type of abuse, domestic violence, things of that nature. I don't take that lightly, and that is a separate issue from what we're talking about tonight, because if we all remember, he settled with her. Diddy settled with Cassie in regards to those particular allegations against the abuse. So from this point on, for this conversation that we're going to have tonight, we're not even talking about the abuse, because that's not a factor in what he is in jail for now. That case has already been settled, and she did not pursue it criminally. She pursued it civilly, which means she got her payout. So sit down and hush, because you got the justice that you were seeking. So back to, I don't understand, why is she when she being Cassie, why is she even being investigated? Why is she being interviewed? Why is she on the stand? How, like, are they, is she the only one? Is this what they did all this, getting the feds to come and raid his house, Did they do all of that and all you come up with is Cassie? Because I'm trying to figure out, when are we going to get to the meat and the potatoes of this case? So, with that being said, the meat and the potatoes, Cassie is on here. What do you all think? Is Cassie, you all, is she a victim? Or did she play a part in the situation that she finds herself in now? Is she a participant in that, a willing participant in that? What do you all think about that? Because it's a lot. Let me tell you this. This man's life, his livelihood, his legacy is on the line here. Now, again, I don't think that Diddy is innocent of a lot of things, by no means. Don't get me wrong, I do not. However, they need to prove the case that they have him in jail for. Now, you can't just feel that he's guilty about some other stuff that you feel that he's getting away with, and now you decide, okay, well, this is our chance, we can stick it to him this way. No, you have to stick it to him the right way. And if you can't stick it to him the right way, then you have to let that man go. As the late great Johnny Cochran said, if it does not fit, you must acquit. They have to be, he has to be acquitted of this stuff if Cassie is his evidence, if she's what this case is built around. And again, that's not what they told us. They're saying Rico and, all this with the prostitutes across state lines and paying for money here, paying for the who doing the horizontal mumbo there. And then we get Cassie. I'm trying to figure out what possessed Cassie to get on them people's stage. What, I don't understand what possessed her to get on the podium, take that seat and air all of her and Diddy's dirty laundry. There is no way in the world. Now, again, some people are saying, she did this so that other women can, be helped, and they can, you can prevent this from happening to other women and this and that and yada yada. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. We're trying to help other women bit at all. So she's on here. So the stuff that has been revealed, you all, just some disgusting stuff. But here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and act like some of you all under the sound of my voice have not done and do not partake in what Diddy and Cassie has partaken in their bedroom life. So I'm like this. Their bedroom life is their bedroom life. Whatever they are doing in there, and listen, from the sounds of it and the stuff that she's been saying, listen, their bedroom life has been very, very interesting. But should he go to jail for being, as they say, a freak? Should he go to jail for that? Should he be held for doing something in conjunction to sexual assault and things of that nature with Cassie? No. Because as we're hearing her tell her story and tell what's going on, yeah, Cassie was a willing participant. And not only was she a willing participant, she orchestrated some of this bull junkie. So I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand what is the need for all of his bedroom business to be exposed. And somebody drop it in the comment. Tell me, what is the purpose of his bedroom life being exposed in court? Because that's not what's in question. Like, can we get to the charges? Like, what is this man in jail for? Like, can we understand that? Can you tell us, lawyers? Can you tell us, judge? Can you all tell us, what is Diddy really in jail for? Because again, the stuff that's being said, that's not what you guys said that he was arrested for. You kicked this man's door down. He's guilty of da 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 da. Listen, y'all just had a whole line of a slew of charges and slew of things that he's guilty of, and then we get Cassie. That's all we get is Cassie. You guys have done all of this, and we get Cassie. So can we get to the meat and the potatoes of what Diddy is really guilty of? Because again, I want to know. Again, right now, everything is circumstantial and everything is allegedly. But they have this man sitting in jail. And the first person, which I'm prone to believe that this is what the case is going to be about, and it's geared around her. But that's not what you all lied to us about and told us that he was guilty of. That's not why you told us that he was in jail. You all told us he was going to jail, and you had the feds to come and get this man because of the RICO. He in jail because of RICO. And now we don't see anything about RICO. You all have to help us make this make sense. So, listen, guys, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more, more all about Diddy to get into, because we have to get to the bottom of what is going on with Diddy. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Yeah, this foolishness right here, you all, we're like, wait a minute, what's really going on? What is really, really, really going on? Let me fix this down. But yeah, they got Diddy all up in jail, sitting up there looking crazy, and they put Cassie. You got Cassie on the stand. You got Diddy in jail, and Cassie is on the stand. So we're sitting up here, we're getting all these nasty Cassie stories, and baby, y'all telling it all. Baby, you all are telling it all. Like it's going down with this Cassie ish. But again, if I'm remembering correctly, what does that have to do with anything? We're talking about Cassie, but why? I'm trying to figure out right now what's going on with this Cassie bit. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, it is hot. And tell me something, you all. We're gonna have a conversation. I want to know if something is hurting on you just for no reason, just because something that you didn't even think could be hurting, and it's just hurting for no reason. Drop in a comment if you got a pain in a weird area and you're just like, what the heck? Like for me, I'll give you an example. My elbow has been hurting for like a week, 2 weeks. I didn't hit it on anything. I didn't do anything to injure it. Just one day I woke up and my elbow was hurting, and it's been hurting ever since. I've never played any type of sports or anything, and I'm just like, what the heck? A few months ago, my greater throat cancer was hurting. I'm just like, you know what? I know I'm not the only one that just wake up and just some random stuff just be hurting for no particular reason. Just some foolishness like, the bull junkie is real. The bull junkie is real.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our YouTube channel, like and follow us there. Subscribe at our channel, the J Spot Radio. That's JAYE. Go to our Facebook, like and follow us there, the J Spot. Go to our Twitter, Instagram, like and follow us there, the J Spot, JAYE for all three. Guys, listen, we have been talking about all things Diddy right now, because that is what is pressing and that is what is going on. Like, that's really what's trending right now. So listen, again, let's recap. Nobody has told me yet. Why do you all think that they're talking? Why are we talking to Cassie? Why is Cassie up there? Now listen, This girl done got up there and she has, listen, spilled the beans. Now, Peterson, you're saying holding people at any time against their will, influencing women with ecstasy, etc., taking them out of their mind with the drugs. And I get that. I totally get that. Hey, pretty Tasha, how you doing? I understand the drugs and all this, but I'm not gonna. You can't. I'm not convinced that that was all Diddy. When you look at the pictures, you look at these outings that they've been out together over the span of 10 years. She doesn't look like she's been drugged out of her mind. She just does not. Her pupils don't look dilated. She doesn't look like she's anywhere against her will. And again, I am not making light of that. I do not condone that. That should have been punished. If he did that to her, then she should have pressed criminal charges against him and let that play out in court. But that's not what they're in court for. She settled with him for, I believe, anywhere between, I believe, $30 to $50 million. She settled that with him. So therefore, that is done. We're no longer talking about Diddy and all, him holding her against her will, or him, the horrific video that we all saw, and we all can agree that he beat the crap out of her, and she did not deserve that, and he should have been punished for that. However, she chose not to pursue him legally to be punished for that elevator scene. She chose not to do that. So we can't double jeopardy him, which we can't do that because he's already settled that. Like, she settled that with him. So they can't keep, I don't like the way the media does this. Like, now they want to keep playing this video out there to paint him as a monster, which I believe that he does have boogeyman tendencies. I'm not going to lie to you. I believe he does have boogeyman tendencies. However, that's not what he's on trial for. He's not on trial for that elevator scene with Cassie. But they want to keep playing that so that they can play on the public sympathy, so that we are not making an informed decision. Everybody is gonna stay big mad at him because of the video scene, and now we're not going to demand that. Listen, we demand you charge him for the stuff that you said that you were gonna charge him for. That's what we want. We want to bring some justice to what you said that he is being charged for. Not for you all getting on his, spreading his business and their business, because, baby, listen, the business that they were talking about, baby, how nasty. Ooh, you talk about nasty. See, this is why you can't eat at everybody's house. This is why you can't do it. Listen, nasty. She getting peed all over. The man urinating on her, and she's requesting that. She telling him how to do it. The man is releasing himself of the other manly fluid all over her, and then she smearing it on Diddy, and they both getting off. Here's the thing. Yes, that sounds very disgusting. It does. However, that's what they're doing in their private life, in their private bedroom, in their private relationship. Listen, some of you all kids are listening to music that says worse things than this. So let's not clutch our pearls and make it seem as though some of y'all ain't into some of this. Some of you all, this stuff is not unfamiliar to some of you all. So let's just stop clutching. I can't believe he did. Yeah. Okay, we're going to say that for another time. But her testimony to me is doing more harm to her than it is to Diddy, than it is to his case. Her testifying, it's hurting her and making people see her in a different light. And again, I'm not even judging her. I'm not even feeling like, oh, well, she's doing something wrong. Or listen, that's whatever they chose to jump down with in their personal life, that's their business. But we're getting so distracted by all of that again, we're not even looking at the facts. Like, the fact is, where is the Rico crap? Where is all of these people that they said were being held against their will, or he was doing all of this to them against their... That's who we want to talk to. Where are these people? That's whose testimony we should be hearing from. And I think that the reason why we haven't heard from them, or they're spending so much time on Cassie, because they feel like, you know what, after they're done grossing the public out about all of this stuff that he and Cassie both, and I'm going to say this, that they both engaged in, because with those text messages, baby, she was initiating a lot. I mean, so baby girl was not on the innocent, baby. She was setting up these freak offs and stuff as well. So listen, so we not gonna be sitting up here just throwing it all on Diddy. Yes, she was setting them up too, and this is what she said. And this is, again, to me, let me know what you all think though. But to me, when they ask, well, why did you do it? She didn't say, because I fear for my life, or he threatened me, or something of that sort. She didn't say that. She said that because I did it, because if I didn't do it with him, I knew that he would find someone else to do it with him. And I said, So to me, you made the choice. You made the choice to participate in that. They're showing text messages, again, of her initiating some of this stuff. They're showing the text messages. And so, this is the thing. It's crazy. Peterson, you're saying also there's some murders he's got to answer to. I totally agree with that, Peterson. But that's not what he's on trial for. I totally agree. I totally agree with that. And that's kind of what I think that this is. They don't have enough evidence in some of the things that a lot of people know he did. So we're going to try to put some fictitious bull junkie on him to get a case so that we can get a conviction. We're going to get a conviction by any means necessary. Whether he go down for jaywalking or parking tickets or what, we are going to get some time out of this man because of all the stuff that, and we have to say allegedly, because they don't have any proof. So all of the things that he has allegedly done, they're going to try to get a conviction some way, somehow. Cedric, you're saying they haven't even started to show all of the tapes. If they did it, if the tapes are regarding him and Cassie, in my opinion, those tapes should be inadmissible. Those tapes should be inadmissible in this case, because this is not about Cassie. Cassie already settled. So we shouldn't even be talking about Cassie. Let's see the stuff that you got him on, the bull junkie that you served the search warrant and you had the feds come up in his house. That's the stuff that we need to see. And Peterson, you're saying she did for Diddy. Yes, she did. Listen, baby, when you talk about some busting that thing wide, according to her testimony, she was busting that thing wide open for Diddy and everybody. Listen, and for Diddy, and then some. She was busting that thing wide open. And a lot of people were sitting there. A lot of people are on the husband's side Oh, yeah, he got up. Yeah, he got up out of there. He's so mad. He was so mad. And this, here's the thing. Listen, being from the West Side, you know when somebody's selling wolf tickets. So now you want to feel all froggy because Diddy is in jail. But you knew about all this bull junkie before Diddy was in jail. So if you was feeling that froggy, you should have jumped while Diddy had his freedom, while Diddy was still Diddying. If you felt that froggy husband, you should have jumped. Don't try to jump now. Don't try to get froggy now because you see him locked up with, he got the handcuffs on and you protected from him. Don't get froggy now. Sit down listen, like they say, those wolf tickets, you can sit down with those selling those wolf tickets because I'm not impressed. To me, it was all a show. It was all a front. And dude, you need to go sit your $2 behind down for Diddy and his people make some change out of you. So the husband, again, I don't see why they were in there. I want to see the real part of the case come to light. I want to see the stuff that got the charges and the RICO and all this and that. I don't want to see the videos. I want to hear from these victims, these people that were held against their will allegedly so that they can get some justice if this even happened for real. But this is a serious allegation, guys. I mean, like, again, it's not about, oh, well, I like Diddy, you like Diddy, I don't like Diddy. It's not about that. It's about, it's not fair for people to be railroaded like this and we're okay. Because again, look at it. Look at what's happening. We keep, look, R. Kelly, railroaded. Again, listen, do your research, dig into the case. Not not the hearsay, not the stuff that's been, tossed about in this. Do your research, dig into that case. And tell me you don't see railroad for R. Kelly. So now you got Diddy, same thing, railroading. Listen, Bill Cosby, railroaded. They got what they wanted out of him. That house, he's about to lose the house that he refused to sell to them. He's about to lose it because he can't afford it. They said that it's in foreclosure. Think about this. How the freak is Bill Cosby in foreclosure? How Sway? How Sway? So now he got to put the very house up that he did not want to sell. Jay, why he didn't just want to sell the house? Because he knows that the land, there's oil on that land that his house sits on. So we're so quick to be emotional about some stuff. And again, oh, take him down. Listen, take him down. You got him. You got Smokey Robinson. Lord have mercy. I said, not Smokey. Come on now, girl. 23 times. This lady said that Smokey Robinson allegedly essayed her 23 times. 23 times. He essayed her 23 times. Now, Smokey Robinson is 80. Or could be 80-ish. Okay? I don't know, have you all seen Smokey lately? But if you can get 23 SAs, you can be SA'd 23 times from Smokey good. Here's the thing. Let's follow me. Follow me as I tell you all a little story. Follow me as I take you on this Smokey Robinson, Mr. Smokey Robinson, Motown legend, Mr. Smokey Robinson. Let me take you on this journey. This is just for one of the young ladies that said that he essayed her. And if you all don't know what S8 is, then just think about it. It's something bad, it's something illegal, and it's something of an intimate, they did not, you don't have my permission to do this. You don't have my permission to touch me or do these things. So that's what SA is standing for, because again, we're on multiple chat platforms. Don't want this video to be blocked. So Smokey Robinson has SA'd this young lady allegedly 23 times. So I said to myself, dang, 23 times? How do you keep falling? How does the same thing? Okay, one time I can understand. Dang, he caught you off guard. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Gosh. Why was there an opportunity for a second time? Okay. Let's say, okay, you know what? I'm going to get past this. I need my job. I need my job. This is a good job. I'm going to go back because again, I don't believe in victim blaming, but I am striving to dissect the 23 times. So you go back the second time. Okay. We're here. Second time, we're here. He does it again. Okay. Oh my God, I can't believe this has happened again. What is going on? Why is he doing this? I don't understand. Got it. We doing all that, right? We got it. We got that part, right? Second time. The third time. Baby, if you go back in there a third time and you don't have something to put Smokey out of his misery, I don't know what you're doing. Because see, the Smokey, you walk up on me for a third time, it's not gonna end how you think. It's not gonna end how you think. 80 years old. Listen, I'm saying, listen, you could have poisoned him. Why didn't you put some sleeping pills in his stuff? You could have did anything to 80-year-old Smokey Robinson if he was doing these things to you. You listen, I would have gave him some dog food, gave him some Pepto-Bismol, something. I would have gave him some prune juice, something. Listen, upset his stomach. Every time you come around him, he can't quit running on himself. Something. But Smokey Robinson. Now all of this. But do you all see this? All of these black, powerful, legendary black men that has changed the music game, that has changed the entertainment world. Look at what we are allowing to happen to them. Now, Jay, oh my God, I know you ain't gonna sit up here and say that look at what we're allowing to happen to them. Them ninjas brought that on themselves and this and that. Did they? Did they really bring this on themselves? Or did they do some foul-ish, which I don't believe that neither one of them got clean hands. I will say this. I don't think none of them got clean hands. But did you get caught? Do they have the evidence? And are they being prosecuted for the foul-ish that they really did? Or is it that, oh, I know they done did some foul stuff and we don't have the evidence for it, but you gonna go down. I'm taking you down. I don't care if I gotta make up some ish like they did with R. Kelly. I don't care if we have to build a fictitious case and all this and that like they did against R. Kelly, but yet Harvey Weinstein can rape a 16-year-old model and we ain't saying nothing about it. The feds ain't kicked in his door. Or Dan Schneider of doggone it Nickelodeon can rape all those children actors. He's still there today, and we're not saying anything about Dan Schneider. The kids have actively come out and spoke against him. Some are still kids now, some are adults, but they have talked about this. Why are we not making memes about that? Why are we not making, having the feds kick the doors down and this and that? Why is that not on the Shade Room and TMZ? And why does those things just go away? But yet, we'll sit and we'll lobby for all of these black men. Oh, let's not forget sticking your schlong and some penicillin chick, Shannon Sharp. It's so many of them. How do you have all that many powerful black men being prosecuted, investigated for the same thing. You all listen, fellas, black brothers, black celebrities, please, 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 leave these penicillin people alone. Look at what it's costing you all. It's costing, look at this. Leave these penicillin people alone. Please, again, I do not condone any violence, any SA, any of that, I don't condone any of that. But I also don't think that it's right, and I don't condone somebody being railroaded. Now, notice I didn't say innocent, because I think that they are all innocent of some, guilty of some ish. It's just not what they have been arrested for. It's not what the law enforcement, it's not what the law has evidence against. So I think that every single one of them are guilty of something. But they're not guilty of what the law can prove. So now they got to make up some ish that they can prove, and then it's up to us to continue to castrate them in the media, in the public. Keep castrating him. Yeah, he guilty. Yeah, look at that video. Did you see how he drug her and punched her and this and that? He choked her and this and that? Yes. Very horrific. Not gonna make light of it, not gonna speak a joke, not gonna cry, because that was horrible. Horrible. But she opted for her justice, and her justice was money. So we can't give her money, because that's what she asked for, and then still turn around and try to send them to jail when they settled that. So again, I just hope that everything turns out differently for Diddy. I hope that everything works out for him the way that it's supposed to. If there are real victims that he has victimized and done this stuff for real, then I hope that he is punished accordingly. But thus far from where I sit and what we're seeing, none of that is being none of that has been brought out yet. So again, this is just the beginning of the trial, so maybe some other issue will come out later on in the trial. But now listen, speaking of other ish, what do you all think about this? Now listen, just drop a comment. I just want you to say yes or no, fellas, especially. And I'm going to give I don't know, y'all gotta let me know when I say the clinical term. Do y'all want me to give the clinical term, or do y'all want me just to give the dirty term? But is fellatio necessary in a relationship? Is fellatio necessary in a relationship? Ladies, is cunnilingus, is that necessary in a relationship? Now, if you are one that says, now Jay, what the heck is fellatio? Or what the heck is cunnilingus? What in the world are you talking about? Let me break it down. I'm trying to, say it the nice way so that we can talk about it on daytime radio, opposed to, getting a little sticky. Well, let me ask you like this. Is it necessary that she slob on Bob? Is that necessary in a relationship? Is it necessary for him to eat your sweet potato pie? Is it necessary for him to have sweet potato pie? Is it necessary, fellas, in a relationship for her to slob on Bob? Ladies, is it necessary for him to eat your sweet potato pie in a relationship? Now, here's the thing. Look, you all, I'm not opposed to people doing whatever it is that they feel that they want to do. It's your thing. Do whatever you want to do. Is it required? Is it necessary? To me, I think that that depends on both parties in the relationship. However, I think that is definitely something that should be discussed beforehand. I think that that could be something that could be a deal breaker if not discussed, because you could have a dude that be like, okay, listen, when you wake up, I just want you just good morning, don't even waste your time, just you could be a dude like that. And then you could be with a chick that says, now I don't do that. I think that causes skin cancer. That'll mess your throat up. It's not going to work, because you're going to find yourself in a situation where, you know what, now that's like the only thing that he wants, and nothing else is going to matter. So now you guys are going to have some issues, because if you're not doing it, then he's going to feel like, okay, well, you know what, I can go and get it, from somebody else. But here's the thing. They said a key word that I'm just like, in a relationship, I don't know if I would really trust that, because listen, the people today, I just want to say it. People today are low down. Listen, you slobbing on his bob and he over there sticking it somewhere else. Now you I don't want to eat nobody's sweet potato pie. I'm not interested in her peach cobbler. But now I'm eating her peach cobbler inadvertently, because you's a cheating bastard and you over there sticking it any and everywhere. So I'm like, yeah, I'll pass, because it's too much new people-ish. It's too many new things that are being introduced in a relationship level. You want somebody constantly slobbing on Bob, but then you want to holler 50-50. Oh, I don't pay for dates. Listen, I almost said something. Listen, Cedric said, no, it's not necessary. He also says, I love doing it more than receiving. That's the Puerto Rican in me though. I'm bilingual. Listen, again, I understand all of that, and again, I'm not gonna say yes, it's necessary. No, it's no, it's not. I'm on the wherever and whatever works for you and for your relationship. But you can't, let me just say this, you can't be a cheating bastard and be out there requiring somebody and saying, oh, slobbing on Bob is necessary. No, bastard, go clean your, look, oh my goodness, no. You cannot be a chick that's out there that got friendly peach cobbler. You everybody get to sample your peach cobbler, and then you want him to put his mouth down there. I'm good on that. It's too much cheating. It's too much infidelity in today's culture, in my opinion, for anybody to be saying this is a necessity. It's not a necessity until we get back to being faithful. If you in a faithful, committed relationship, then I don't think that people would have a problem with that. But if you are a cheating, nasty bastard, how are you requiring somebody to put their mouth on somewhere that's community? You want all of this. Yeah, this, okay, you doing it anyway, bastard. So what? What you harping over here all up in my face for? And you doing this and then some with any and everybody else, and you not even using protection, nasty bastard. But you want to holler, oh yeah, I got to have that. Oh, shut up. So I'm like this. If you're not faithful or in a committed relationship, like, why are we even talking about this? Like, for real. Like, why is this even left? It's so many other things that we need to be talking about and saying that it's a necessity it's necessary in a relationship. Again, I do believe that sex is very important in a relationship and a marriage. It's very important. Very important. And I believe that both you have to be compatible in those areas. However, there are so many other things that we need to be talking about that are necessary in a relationship opposed to, oh, well, if she don't slob on Bob, then it's not gonna be we're not gonna be together. I'm gonna find somebody. Go find somebody else. You already doing that anyway. Go find somebody else. Like, stop stressing my spirit out with this. Stop. Stop stressing me out. You want to go stick it somewhere else? Stick it somewhere else. Stay over there. Please do me the favor, but stop. I am tired of hearing it. Because it's like today, a lot of people, we have all of these demands and all of these different things that we are requiring, but I just don't think that we are requiring things of substance. We're not requiring things that are going to produce healthy, happy families. We're not, it's like everything is just for the moment. Oh, is slobbing on Bob, is it necessary? Is eating peach cobbler, is that necessary in a relationship? We're more focused on that, but we're not focused on what we need to be doing to build. What can we do to make our love strong? Is communication necessary? Is healthy communication necessary in a relationship? Is faithfulness necessary in a relationship? Is being a good person, is having my back necessary in a relationship? Is having his back necessary in a relationship? We're talking about all, and we focus on all of the frivolous things, but we're not talking about anything of substance being required in a relationship. We're not talking about any of that. So again, is slobbing on Bob necessary? Is eating her peach cobbler necessary? It's necessary to whomever feels that it is in that particular relationship. But there's not a one size fit all for all relationships. So all relationships are different. People desire different things. Everybody is not into that. But again, I do believe that it's very important that you find and have somebody that you are sexually compatible with. Hey, Lord Tanae. Lord Tanae is saying sex is an important part of a relationship, but don't put all of your energy in that because you should be working more on the goals. I totally agree. Again, don't get me wrong. It's very important and you have to be compatible. You definitely have to be compatible because if you're not, there's the door. I don't think that it's going to work if you all are not compatible. Oh my God, Jay, how is it not going to work? Because somebody's going to always be left feeling unfulfilled. And you stay feeling unfulfilled for so long, that's when people start to drift and start to wonder and explore. And that's when other things catch their attention. And now it's some other things that are on their mind. And I'm not saying that happens for everybody, because here's the thing. Some people are just cheating bastards. They going to cheat regardless. Whether you give them, whether you slobbing on Bob before, listen, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they still going to find a way to cheat. You know why? Because that's just what they want. That's what they want to do. Or you're not their person. So let's not get caught up in all of that. Oh, well, if I do this for him, if I do that, then he'll be there. He'll stay there or she'll stay there, which would lead to our next hot topic. They say, as a woman, what can you offer a man so that he will not leave you for another woman? As a woman, what can a woman offer a man so that he will not leave her for another woman? So, fellas and ladies, drop it in the comments. Drop some things in the comments that a woman can do or offer you as a man so that you won't leave her for another woman. And ladies, what do you think are some things that you can do to keep that you can offer a man that so that he won't leave you for another woman? What can you offer a man that will keep him from leaving you for another woman? And here's the thing, let me just say this as you guys drop some comments. I am so sick of these questions. I'm so sick of these questions. I'm so sick of the what do you bring to the table? I'm so sick of this foolishness. I just, when I saw this question, I said, oh, this is some straight foolishness right here. But, you know, we have to discuss the foolishness. So, what can a woman offer a man so that he will not leave her for another woman? Hey, pretty Tasha, you're saying exactly. Being beautiful, nice, hardworking is not gonna want to keep a man. They gotta want to be kept. Cedric is thinking. What do you all think? I want to know, fellas, ladies, what can you do? Because the fellas are saying, listen here. You have to, there's something as a woman that you can and you must do to keep me from leaving you for another woman. What can a woman do to keep a man from keeping him from leaving her for another woman? What can she do? She can open the door and tell him, don't let it hit him as he leaves. That's the only thing she can do. Because if a man is going to leave, he's already made up his mind. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do to keep him from leaving you for another woman. Jay, why would you say that there's nothing that she can do? There's plenty of things she can do. There isn't. Because he's not just leaving. He's leaving her for someone else. So he's already had that entertained. He's already had that set up. So opposed to sitting down and talking to her like a grown man and a grown woman should sit down and have a conversation, I'm going to leave you for another woman because something I feel was missing, but I wasn't mature enough to communicate that with you. So it's just easier. And here's the deal. It's always easier to leave. It's always easier to leave because you don't have to hold yourself accountable. You don't have to look at the man in the mirror and point out your faults and your flaws. So it's always easier to go to somebody else. You go to another woman, and guess what? This other woman, she ain't gonna be good enough. You know why? Because it's you. It's you. It was never the first woman in the first place. So now you over here. Now you with the woman that you done left her for. Now give it 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Now you're not happy over there. Now you back out there. You back out there searching. You back out there in the streets. You back out there sniffing up underneath somebody else, sniffing behind somebody else. Why? Because you were not happy and you didn't do the work. So it's like the problem is you. A lot of times, and fellas, listen. Women don't have, a lot of women do not have a problem with being accountable, taking self-inventory, and things of that nature. They don't. They really don't. But you can't go cheat and then come back and then try to have the conversation because now she's no longer open to hearing the conversation. She's no longer, because you've hurt her. You've betrayed her. So now when she's acting in a way that is not, not desirable, or is not, she's acting not in not so good of a light, she's acting like that after you cheated. Now you want to justify. See, that's why I love that. See, that's why she can't keep no man. She no, you was already gone. So you all will throw the pebble, and then when she starts acting crazy, then you'll say, see. That's why. No, you didn't. She's acting crazy now because she knows that you've been out there with somebody else. That's not why you left, because she's acting crazy. You left because you wanted to leave, or that there was a problem, but you didn't tell her. I challenge each and everybody to do this. Let's stop acting like we're mind readers. I don't expect you to read my mind, and you shouldn't expect me to read your mind. Listen, let's stop saying, oh, well, you grown, you should know this by now. Know what? If I don't know what your crazy problem is, what should I know? Ladies, if a man tells you, oh, well, you should know, I shouldn't have to tell you this, he's a lie, and the truth is nowhere in him. He's blowing smoke up your behind, and just let the brother go and find his way. Let him go and just live his best life without you. Don't even go stressing yourself about it. But when a man asks that, or my answer would be, what can I as a woman do to keep a man from leaving me for another woman? I can get out the way. That's what I can do. I can get out the way and let him go ahead and do that. Only thing I ask is that don't try to destroy me. Don't try to mentally dismantle me. Don't try to emotionally dismantle me before you leave. Don't do that. If you're going to leave for somebody else, just do that. But don't mess my foundation up. Don't mess me up in the process of you leaving for somebody else. Just go. Go and find whoever makes you happy, because at this point in life, knowing and loving who I am, and that's what we have to be. You have to love who you are and where you are, and don't let people and what society says you should be, or where you should be at this point, or a certain point, wherever you are in life. As long as you like it, you love it, and you're comfortable with it, that's all that matters. But I can offer you is to get out of your way and let you do what you want to do, because you didn't say that you are leaving because you just don't want to be in a relationship, or it's not working. You already had my replacement. You already had, so which means that you were not fully invested. If you can have my replacement and not have at least be a man and have a conversation with me before leaving out, before finding my replacement, give me the opportunity to fix whatever it is that's going on in your crazy mind or your head, whatever is going on over there, because I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. So we have to always say this. It's fair to say this. If you have not communicated what your problem is to your partner, and you go out there and cheat, you wrong. And here's the thing too. I just feel like cheating is just so unnecessary. And people would say this. Oh, well, cheating, I cheated because of this, and I tried. Listen, no, Jay, I told her. No, I tried to talk to her before I stepped out on her. I tried to, but she would never listen. I say this, you didn't try hard enough. Oh, yes, I did. I tried to talk to her. I said this. Here is something, and I know nobody has ever said this. If you've ever said this to somebody, if you're somebody in a relationship and you cheated, or you stepped out, or you left, Did you ever say this? So you may say, you know what, Jay, I tried to communicate this with them and they didn't listen. They were never listening to what I was saying. Did you say this? Because this will get somebody's attention. I promise you. So you say, listen, yeah, I cheated because they wouldn't listen. They wasn't doing this. They wasn't doing that. Next time I tell you, I challenge you to say this. If you don't listen to me, if you don't take my feelings into consideration, if we don't fix this, I'm going to cheat on you. I promise you ain't nobody said that. Because you know why? It's easier to go and do the act opposed to trying to get that person's attention. Because you cannot tell me that if you tell somebody that you're going to cheat on them, that you don't have their attention. You can't tell me that that would not get your person that you're with, you can't tell me that that will not get their attention. I'm going to cheat on you if you don't do A, B, C, D. If you don't, even if you don't have any intention on doing that, I promise you this, you got their attention. Tell me I'm lying. Now listen, it could get a little colorful up in there, but you will have their attention. So I always feel like cheating is just a cop-out. Cheating is just something that you wanted to do. Unless it was a woman, she just made a mistake and she just fell on it. Women don't cheat, we just make a mistake and fall on it. Guys, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Yeah, y'all heard me. I said if women don't cheat, we just make a mistake and fall on it. Oh, I done fell on that schlong dog. Oh, I fell on the schlong dog. Hey, that's why we don't cheat. We don't cheat. Women don't cheat. Can you turn the air on? Please. You can turn the air on? Please do. Yes, fellas.
You asking for air?
You know, I have to tell you after the show.
Girl, I know it's hot outside. Jay done asked for the air, y'all.
I think it's something, child.
Man, I don't want to talk about none of it.
Right.
Because I done sat up here and went to the gym forgetting what today is to sweat out my come to the show looking cute hair. Y'all forgive me. I was working out hard today, girl.
Listen, I was working out hard too in the car and waste all this doggone coffee all over my
skin. I don't smell it.
It was the mushroom coffee.
I left it at home. I can't drink it. I tried. Your recipe was delicious. And then I found the cold foam to go on top of it. So you gotta give it like when you drink it and you get that little extra sweet. My stomach was like, no, me not like that, man. My stomach said, no, my stomach said, cramp.
Man. But yeah, y'all heard me right. I said that if women don't cheat, they just make a mistake and fall on it. So, they don't
that
cheat.
That ain't what that baby said when Murray said that wasn't the baby.
Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and go to our YouTube channel and like and subscribe to our channel. That's the J Spot Radio. Also go to Facebook, like and follow us there, the J Spot. Go to Instagram, like and follow us there. The J Spot. J is Jaye for all three. Turn on the notification bells for all platforms. Boop, boop, boop. Guys, it's just me. Sitting next to me, we have esthetician Chandler.
Hey.
Mother of a group of cool dudes. And a little lady. Lady Lotus. Hey, how you doing?
I'm here.
Tell me about it. And so am I. Barely.
I'm here.
But we here.
Burly.
We hear you all.
I'm burly.
And listen,
here.
We are dead smack into these hot topics. And when I tell you, listen, the foolishness is real. The foolishness is real. But you know what? Listen, We've been talking about doing the horizontal mambo and schlong dones. And now listen, this next hot topic, right on up in there. They want to know. They're saying that this is a debate that's going on social media. But they're saying if everything is perfect in the relationship, is bad sex still a deal breaker? And would y'all leave a good man or a good woman over it? Everything is perfect. But you get to that horizontal mambo and baby, you listen. It's like trying to light a wet match. It ain't happening. Ain't nothing happening. Would that be a deal breaker for you all? What do you all think? Drop it in the comments. Is that a deal breaker? What do you think, Lady Lotus? Everything is good. But when it comes to that part, it's just like, you know what? They are just not on one accord.
I'm a Capricorn. And Tyrese done told y'all about a Capricorn. It's hard because we're going to have to learn some things. You're going to have to step it up. Like, you just going to be eating cookies and groceries all day. I don't know how we're going to fix it, but we're going to fix it. Or I'm going to be saying, I'm going to have to go, we're going to have to invite somebody else up in here. Or I'm going to have to dip out like once every 6 months or something. Because, I got to get my back broke or I'm going to be walking around here mad and angry and cursing people out. We get build up too. The same way y'all get built up and y'all get mad. We got to build up. That's why she walking around the house with an attitude. Because she got to build up. She need to release it.
Cedric is saying teach her. We got...
Ain't no teach her. Teach him. Somebody teach her. We ain't got to do nothing but get up there hunky-dory.
Listen, I will say this. I do think that, you know what? That would be okay, so if everything is good, I'm gonna keep them. I'm not gonna tear up the house, tear up, our family, or even not go forward with doing having a family. I would do as Lorton, as Cedric is saying, try to teach him. Now, here's the one thing that I will say, because they didn't say this. They just said if the doing the horizontal mambo, if it wasn't good. But if there is no chemistry, now see, that's something totally different. We can't, we're not going to be, because you're not my person or I'm not your person. If you don't have any intimate chemistry with me, if you don't desire me, I'm not your cup of tea. I'm not your person. You can't fake that. We can't fix that.
If the chemistry isn't there, we're not going to get that far anyway, because the chemistry got to be enough for me to be like, hey, you want my phone number?
It's like, if that's not there, like, it's the whole thing is just forget it. Just forget the whole situation. Just forget the whole stinking scenario. The whole flip.
Just throw it out the window.
Throw it away. Throw it away. Hey, Lord Tanae, if the chemistry is not there, but I'm with Cedric, if it's just the actual technique that needs some help, we can work on the technique. But
you got to be a willing party, though. You got to be a willing party to learn what would please me, or be willing to teach me if I'm not pleasing you the way you desire to be pleased. And we both have to put our fears down on just speaking and saying, hey, I don't like it, when you do that. I like it when you do this.
And
communication.
It's like this. That is such a key point, Lady Lotus, because it's just like, okay, you cannot assume, especially in the 30 plus age range, you cannot expect or think that everybody is going to know how to please you. Everybody is different. It's not a one size fit all. You may have been able to do this to the last girl, and this chick that you with now, she like, whoa, what the heck?
Calm that down,
is going down? Like, you, wait a minute. Wait a whole minute. But since it worked for her or the chick before that, or the chick before that, you thinking that, oh, that's your slay move. Well, have you ever thought about it? That's why you're not with them no more. That's your best move.
That's
and
all you got is
nobody
beating
thought to talk to you and tell you, you know what?
it. A little sensual.
Yeah, that's not as, that's not, it's not really working over here. It really does nothing for me. So it's like when people are really comfortable, and I really honestly think that a lot of couples don't really have that conversation with each other. I think that because listen, fellas, I love y'all. But sometimes some of y'all can be a little sensitive in that area. Y'all don't want no critiquing. Oh, so you saying I don't please you? I don't put it. Wait.
I didn't say
Calm
that,
it
sir.
down. I'm just saying you ain't gotta act like you drilling for oil. That's all I'm
this
saying.
This not a race. This is not a marathon, sir.
It's not
now,
like
if I want a marathon, I'm gonna let you know. Speed that up. I think a little bit of direction, maybe. Just accept direction, a little hold, a little push, a little like go over that way.
And then if that doesn't work, then a conversation is definitely needed to be had, and it has to be had before you are in the moment. So listen, you got to take him somewhere nice or take her somewhere nice.
Now I don't know about that, Jay.
What you?
How we gonna go somewhere nice and sit down at a dinner table with other people around us and say,
it may not have to be somewhere other people. You may be at the park. You may be at a pool or somewhere.
At the pool.
A pool somewhere. Just
you
sit
know
back.
What? You dismiss yourself from here.
Sitting back on vacation, and she's sitting back. She got the bathing suit on, and he started touching and rubbing. And see, that right there is a perfect segue. And ladies, y'all know we are good for creating.
I am not.
We're good for creating situations, and so that we can. That would be. Listen, you gotta use your imagination, okay?
I'm not gonna do that. We gonna do this in this moment. I'm gonna tell you, hey, when you do that little sucky, that hurt. Don't do that to her. She is very sensitive.
Again, and if you have
tried I like
that,
it when you put, when you scoop it. I like when you scoop it. Go and scoop it again.
And then sometimes if you in the middle of that, and now you trying to tell them, now you just don't ruin the moment. So now you up there hot and bothered, and now you can't get none, and ain't nobody happy. So I
am not hot and bothered because I can please myself well.
I just want you all. I'm just trying to help you all. This is just a little tidbit because again, sometimes men, they, their emotions and their egos are kind of sensitive. But listen, fellas, not only y'all, ladies too. You don't want to be in the process and you doing it and he just like, that's garbage right there, man. Like that ain't what it. Like I don't feel nothing.
He could just be like, hey girl, take both of them and stick them in your mouth and go. He could say, hey, don't go that far down in your throat. Just keep it right there at the tip. He could say that, ooh, I like that right there. The same way you could be like, oh yeah, I like that. Not that one. Try the other way. We could do that in the moment. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
And I just think that a lot of times that, again, a conversation, because this could be a deal breaker. I mean, like, it seriously can. If you cannot get your act together in that area, then it could. Now I would like to think this. I'd like to think that if most people were in this situation and they had somebody good that was good to them, and the only thing that was kind of missing was, there was the motion in the ocean, it wasn't that good, I'd like to think that you all would stay. But in the day and age that we are living in this society, some of y'all are real nasty. So I don't think that y'all gonna be staying because it's too much. The temptation. I mean, you walking down the street and you see naked BBLs all over the place.
Over the place.
They sending it to you in the inbox, So I want to say that people would stay with their good people, and I think that they would stay and keep the relationship or the marriage intact, but I don't think that there will be they would be faithful. I don't think
I
that they would
kind of,
remain faithful.
I kind of sort of was in a little piff piff. It wasn't that it wasn't good or it wasn't amazing. It just was it was just always like, bleh. And it's like if it's gonna always be like this, I ain't gonna make it.
And it's
And then
like
I would
it's
try to
quick.
coach myself into saying, you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person. And it's like, I don't want to break up with this person. But if we don't do something about this right here, whew,
Listen, and some of you all, I just want to say this now. I know some of y'all gonna get mad at me, but for the ones that this don't apply to, y'all ain't gonna get mad. Some of you all have been used to getting some sympathy sex, and y'all really think that y'all putting it down, and y'all really need to slow down. You really, y'all, because I think that those are the
did you
guys.
just say sympathy?
They get sympathy sex,
I'm
and
just gonna give it to you
just
just
because.
because.
And you think that you doing something, and I know fellas be like, you know what? Oh, I got it. I got it. Because she felt sorry for you. But see, here's how that's not to your advantage. Because she didn't want, Lady A didn't want to hurt your feelings. So now you down the line to Lady C or Lady D. They gon' listen, they gon' chin check you like you should have been checked all the way back to Lady A. So you've been so used to getting, because you a good person and you done been sliding through, and the skills ain't where they at, and you think that you just cause you get up there
Putting it down.
uh.
He didn't get on his tippy toes because he don't know how.
That's all you doing. You got and just the sweating and breathing hard, and she just like, ow, 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 baby, baby, baby.
But
Whose
her eyes,
is it?
but her eyes doing this.
Look, or she looking at you like this.
She over there like, oh.
Oh, it's yours. See,
you gotta pay attention to her eye. You gotta look at the eyes because the eyes gonna tell the truth.
And a lot of you all have been lied to. I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of you all have been lied to, but they keep coming back. But then, the way you start acting, it doesn't really match up with the skills that you have. So I'm just trying to say, some of you all just need to calm down just a tad bit. Y'all need to slow down just a tad bit, because you there, you getting that sympathy sex, and you thinking you doing something. No, she just trying not to.
If I ever heard of sympathy sex before. I like this sympathy.
The sympathy sex, she just doing it to you just because you a good guy, and she like, you know what? Man, he done got dogs so many times. They just don't. Well, now you see why.
Sympathy
Now
sex
you
could be
see.
for a good guy too. He ain't even gotta be dog. He just. Oh, I've been there too.
But give me your sympathy.
He just been there. Do women? I don't do women get sympathy sex. I don't think that women, because guys are nasty. Y'all will do it to anything, and y'all just ain't gonna tell. Y'all ain't gonna tell even the monstrous, even the monsters.
Take up for y'all. I don't think all guys would just. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about y'all.
They gonna do it. They just not gonna. They not gonna tell everybody. They gonna listen.
They selective.
No.
So I think they are.
How do you explain? How do you explain Corilla the gorilla being pregnant? You know why?
Because she got pregnant by a stripper.
And then you see her baby daddy, and you be like, "Oh, he is fine. What? How in the world?"
That's because he a stripper. If you go to the strip club, all them 5 strippers up in there got babies by Corilla the Villa.
That which means
every
what?
last one.
Which means what?
And they got about 3, 4, 5.
Which means
but
they
you can't
nasty.
put
They
them
on.
The good guy over here who don't want to get a disease.
Listen, it's some good ones that work for the post office, and he done slammed them. Listen. Corilla the gorilla done came. Listen, it's Christmas time. It's cold outside. It's blizzarding. Corilla the gorilla done came. She done came with the hot chocolate, and she done came with a little something on. And he like, man, it's cold, man. I don't even feel like
Cedric, Lord Tanae, don't let her treat y'all like that. Don't let her say y'all
like,
one of them people, okay?
I feel like I don't even feel like doing all. I don't even feel like being out there in all that snow. I'm gonna go ahead. She come. You can sit down for it's snowing so bad. It's so dangerous. You gotta wait for a little minute. So then she come. She get you come in. You sit on down for a little bit. Cause you know her. You know you see her all every day on your route. You done been seeing her for years. Listen. Now she taking your shoes off, she rubbing your back and doing all this, and then before you know it, like I say, women don't cheat, they just fall on it. She been on fell on it. You laid back like this, and you getting comfortable, and she just fell right on it. She tripped over the puppy and landed on your thing. Now, and then what? Guess what? She pregnant. Guess what? How did he do that? Cause he nasty. If you give it, if she giving it up, very few men can drop in these comments and say, I'm not taking it. Fellas, if she just giving it up. Now, I'm not saying, listen, now, they do have some things that they will turn away. Now, if she nasty looking, that hooter, that hootie, it ain't clean, then I'm going to say I think that most men will pass it up. But just built off face and body type alone, if that thing look like it's taken care of, they gonna take it. If she throwing it, eventually,
y'all gonna catch it. Tell me y'all ain't gonna
eventually,
catch it.
They are gonna catch it. Listen, a good friend. I try not to describe him too much because I don't want him to like. See, I told you don't get on that spread my business. But very nice looking man. Very nice looking. But he is for the entire streets.
Oh.
So I'm not gonna say. I almost gonna say it's professional, but there you go. Oh my, I know.
Don't do that.
So he works with the public, and so he goes and he makes house calls, and so he's around women all the time. And the stories he has told me, he's like, man, I'm just there doing my job, and he's like, I come back, man, butthole naked, like just like, and I'm like, so you didn't do it. Yeah, what the heck? What? It's free. I'm like, it's one of the perks of the job. He's like, but she wasn't even that cute, and it was several because she wasn't even that cute.
That's
and I was like,
up.
why
would you do it?
Now this man,
because she threw it at him,
and he was very handsome, like I said, extremely handsome. But I've known him for such a long time, so we were always really cool. But he's no good. Like you can, and just
I am
the stuff
so disappointed in him.
that he would.
Sir,
that would happen.
I am disappointed in you. I am disappointed.
So, I think that fellas, if they throwing it to you, I think that y'all gonna take it.
I don't think I've ever had a conversation with a female and she said, he wasn't all that cute, but when I came out the room, girl, that thing was just sitting there and I just had to. I don't think I've ever had this conversation.
Because women, we have to like.
It has to be some attraction, some electricity.
Unless your pocket is giving us electricity, then.
Oh that's the
see,
difference.
Your pockets, that can cause juices and different spirits to be conjured up. That like, ooh, child, he got a hefty 401k. Whoa.
And
oh my goodness, he got some stocks. And
bonds.
Woo! He got it going on. He got some rental property that he's invested in. He got a job and he's an entrepreneur. Woo!
I'm about to throw it in a circle.
Then y'all gonna get this, gonna start clapping. It's gonna be doing.
I don't know, cause he might be real ugly. His breath stinks.
Now then
and that is gonna cause a problem for all of them.
Now
stocks
you
and
have
them
lost it. You've lost it.
No, don't be with your little stanky breath. If you a chick, they got some stanky breath with you.
Or if you're a Smurf, go on over there.
You and these short.
Do you want go to Oompa Loompa Land.
Have you met the Muffin Man?
I have.
The Muffin Man.
I have.
You met a lot of Muffin Mans. I don't know why you attract short men.
Oh, child,
I mean, they just gravitate to you.
I'm like this. This is gonna be the next test. If I pick bada bing and bada bang up, and I can sit them on top of your head, do not. I'm like, did your big
Do
brother
not
send
pass
you over here?
go.
Don't come over here with that foolishness because you on little bull junkie. You be on that small, that tiny stuff, that small dude stuff, and I'm not gonna, no longer partake in that. But listen, speaking of partaking in some foolishness, okay? How to tell if you matter to them or if you're wasting your time. Oh
That's the
yeah,
key word right there.
y'all heard. If you wasting your time, there are a lot of telltale signs. A lot. But here's the thing: there are no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Now listen, some of y'all gonna be mad because what I'm about to say it may touch a situation, but don't get mad. Just reevaluate what you got going on through your own lenses and do what you have to do to fix your situation if you feel like this has hit you. But let's start off with this. How important is it for you to feel as though you're a priority in your mate or your spouse's life? How important is that? Like, do you expect them to, you have to feel like, man, I know my dude, I'm important to my dude. I know I'm important to my husband. I know I'm important to my wife. I know that I'm a priority based upon how they interact with me, how we interact with each other, how we treat each other. I know that I'm a priority. And with that being said, we got to also make sure that they know that they are our priority as well. But in your opinion, Lady Lotus, how important is
It's very important. It's top tier for me. Like, I have to feel that you value my well being. You value me, you value my time, and you give me time. And when I say that, for me, I don't, in my dating phases, it's like if you spend a day with me, I'm good. We work 5 days a week, we get 2 days off. You give me one of them days, we good. I don't need to see you every day, all day. But for me, it's very important, and it's how you value my well being. Did you ask me, hey, you got some food in your refrigerator, or things like that?
and so what are some things that will make you personally, and I believe that this differs for each person. So if you guys want to drop some things in the comments and in the chat, what are some things that make you feel as though you are their priority? So like for you,
Again, it's that just you caring about my well being. How are you? What's going on with you? Questioning things, figuring me out, knowing what I need, and making sure I have what I need. And again, my love language is value time and affection, quality time and affection. Touch me. Ooh, if you just rub my little arm, rub my hair, things like that. But mostly my well being.
so for me, I'm good. And so this question, this kind of relates back to love languages, like things that my love language is time. So I'm a big time person. So it's like if you spending time with me, then and it has to be quality time. It's not about the quantity, but it's
Right.
about the quality of the time that
Right.
we do spend together. Because again, we are all grown, so I'm not expecting to sit all up in your face the whole week. Cause I got ish to do. So I know that you got ish to do, but we are going to have to take some time to have some weekends where we just sitting all up in each other's face. Now we're not gonna be able to go a year, 2 years, and out of a whole year, we have not set some time together to say, you know what? This is our time. We're not doing anything. This is you and I. We have to bond. This is for us. That's what's needed. And for me, that will to me that says I'm a priority because what's one thing that people we don't have a lot of is time.
Time. And we
We
can't
don't
get it back.
you can't. You can send a gift, you can send flowers, you can buy expensive gifts, you can take go fun places sporadically and things like that. But if you're not putting that quality time in there, then all of that, depending on what that person's love language is, they may not feel like they are a priority. Cedric, you're saying, give he openly, lays down his innermost thoughts to you. He's truly feeling you. I can dig that. But again, also knowing what and asking and being receptive. What makes you feel as though you are a priority? Because again, like we were saying earlier, we can't be reading your mind. I can't read your mind. What is important to you? If you ask somebody, I asked somebody what was their love language. He told me he didn't have one. So what I said was, I'm not your person. Because you may not refer to it as a love language. People have different things. But it's something, what can I do for you to make you feel like I'm feeling you or like you're special to me? I want to make sure we're in tune, we're connected. If you can never get an answer for that, I just want you to eliminate yourself. Process of eliminate yourself from that situation, because for me, I think that they're not into you.
Now, see, for me, I can't agree with that because that person may not know what a love language is. That person may not really know what it is that they need to make them happy. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody may have never ever said, do you need this or what do you need? You know, some people are very simple in their lives, and it's just like, man, I've heard just make my life easy. Okay, well, what is it?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? What is it that you need from me? I don't really know, but that's what I want you to do. Okay,
but those are cliches.
But I need you to figure it out. To me, even if it's a cliche, if I don't know the answer, you can't hold that against me. Give me some time. Say, hey, I need you to work on that. Do you like it when I rub your back? Do you want me to, rub your feet? Do you like it when I do this? Or what don't? Maybe we can start with what you don't like so that I won't do that. But sometimes with people, we gotta dig a little deeper with them instead of just cutting out and saying, nah, you too old for this, you should know better. Because sometimes a lot of us, we don't know better. I didn't know for years. I was talking to people like I was checking them because that's how I talk to my kids. I didn't know that because those are the people that I'm with 24/7. So until 2 to 3 people said, hey, are you checking me? No, I ain't trying to check you. That's how I talk. Well, you're making me feel like I'm a kid, so I had to go back and start paying attention to how I am actually holding conversations. But if nobody ever would have told me that, I would have never knew that. And I feel that way when we're in these relationships. Going through a relationship don't make you an expert. It don't make you know. Like you said, this man done slept with 1, 2, 3, and now he done got with 4, and 4 ain't satisfied, but he think he on top of his game because 1, 2, and 3 like this. So I wouldn't say count that person out or that person isn't for you because they don't know or understand maybe what they need.
Lord Tanae is saying it is very important, and their actions will prove that. It goes both ways. You are attentive to my needs, and you show concerns to my problems and issues. You ask me if everything is good. And again, I think that it's when you're asking and we're talking about, are you a priority? It's not a one size fit all because everybody has something different that they desire and that they need to make them feel as though they matter. Some men like, listen, just cook for me. Some men are like, listen, just do it to me and do it to me good. That's all I need.
That's all I
need that you and do it consistently. You have to do it consistently.
Hey, I don't know if you hot topic this, but it was a video with this old lady and she was in church. And she said, ladies, I'm going to tell you how to keep your husband. And she said, get in the shower with him and wash his back. I said, what? That's all?
But again, I'm just like, now wash his back. Now
what just you doing for that man? But hey, I still didn't know.
That's all you want me to do is wash your back?
No, that ain't all you want me to do.
See, she had to
but
say
that was the start of it.
She had to say that because that's for the church.
She could be on that pulpit giving it all out.
Right, she can't say, now listen, now once you done, I'm going to finish what she was saying. Now, once you're done washing his back, you turn him around, make sure you got you Black ladies, make sure you got your shower cap on. Make
Don't
sure,
let that hair get wet, girl. He gonna love it.
and then get down. Just go down,
Bobbing and weaving.
so
Bobbing
that's
and
the actual
weaving.
part. I think that mother, she couldn't say it on the pulpit, but I'm gonna help us. I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna finish the story because the person in the back, he was like, "All right, now keep it clean now," and he said something. He's like, "All right."
He said, keep it clean.
Right,
He
yes,
stood up
yes.
quick.
He's like, yeah, cause you know,
Mother, she is saved.
and he also know that after his wife done rubbing his back, what his wife do to him, and he didn't want the mother to slip and say it over the pulpit. But
bottom line is, get in the shower and wash his and her back. I want my back washed too.
but listen, wash my back, we'll get into that. But here are a few signs that you are not important to them and that you don't matter. While a lot of the signs and a lot of the things that we want to make us feel like we matter, those may differ. A lot of those could be different. But a lot of these things that make you, that you should know that make you don't matter, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. But I don't think that those would be too different. I think that we can, across the board, a lot of us will say, you know what, yeah, that would probably make me feel like I don't matter. The first one is they rarely text you or initiate conversations first. They almost never call you. They almost never text you. They almost never see about you. They almost never initiate it. They'll respond, but you'll never get the "I was just thinking about you" text message. I just want to hear your voice. I just want to make sure you okay. How's your day going? You never get that from them, but you give it, but you never receive it. That could make a person feel like, dead. This is one-sided. Like, okay, you matter enough to me that I don't care how busy I am. I got some time. I'm gonna find some time to see how you're doing.
Yeah, that goes to that people make time for what they want to make time for.
The next one is they never invite you to family events. Now you are never, and I do mean ever, and you guys have been, listen, I feel like after 6 months, if y'all decided to take it to a relationship stage, and after 6 months you ain't been around the family,
I need a year.
I don't know. I'm saying 6 months consistently, and now you guys are together. Like, you guys have been together consistently. So y'all could have started out just talking for 6 months, and now it's a year later, but y'all been together for real. We said we together for 6 months.
You know my story. I play with Tonka trucks. You can't just be coming over here trying to play with my metal Tonka trucks, because you used to playing with plastic Tonka trucks. These the metal ones, and you come over here with these boys.
Well, we can say, it's safe to say, within a year. If you have not met their family,
or at least talk to somebody on the phone. You should have been at least had a conversation with mama.
Somebody that's important to them.
They ain't running over here talking about my mama calling.
Right.
And you can't. Mama don't know you.
Don't know you from Jack or Jill. The next one is they treat you bad. Like, they're just not good. They're curt, they're rude, they're not responsive, they don't care. Like, and they're showing you they don't care. You could be sick at work. You come home early, you done drove yourself home. Now they couldn't take off. Listen, I'm just like, I don't know, maybe, and let me know, maybe I'm expecting too much, but if you're sick at work, if at all possible, when you get home or when you get off, come and see about me.
I told him while I was at work.
Yes, I'm leaving
sick
home.
And I'm going home.
Yes.
If you don't be at my house with some soup or some OJ or something that's going to make me feel better, we got a problem. Because I'm going to come, as the woman, I'm going to come to you. What do you need from me?
Hands down.
What would you like for me to do for you?
Hands down.
And if you tell me no, are you sure? Well, I'm just going to go to the store. I'm going to get some stuff. I'll drop it off at the door because I ain't trying to get sick with you.
And then here's the other thing. Now, listen, the flip to that one is, listen, if they are sick and they've been sick and they don't want you around. Ah,
You didn't even tell me you was sick. You didn't even tell me you was going to the hospital.
you in the ER, you talking to somebody, you've been trying to get in contact with them, and you find out they've been laid up in the ER. Like, why you didn't call me?
Why you didn't tell me?
Why you didn't tell me? I didn't want you to worry. Okay, first time, let that go.
I'm gonna let it slide.
End up in the ER again because you got an issue going, maybe appendix or something they ain't found the first time. You end up in the ER again. Why you didn't tell me that you were in the ER? Why you didn't tell me that something was wrong? Let me come. I'm gonna come take it. No, I get it. I just want to be alone. He want to be alone,
Cause somebody else there.
because somebody's there that's taking care of him.
Cause Susie over there.
And you are not their priority. Jay, how does that make you not their priority? Because it's something important going on and they don't want you around. They don't care for you like that. You are not their person. If you never get to share moments, listen, something that happened in a family, it's an emergency. You're never there. You can never be in the mix to try to help or anything. You're wasting your time. Because see, you feel that way towards them.
You feeling a cup.
But they're not feeling yours. And we gotta get good at understanding this. Just because you feel a certain way don't mean they do.
Exactly.
Just because they're in a priority or they're important to you, we cannot assume that they feel the same way about us. We have to start, you know what? Listen, when they show you, believe it. Stop trying to rationalize it. Oh, well, you know, I'm not even going to say nothing because I know it was a lot going on with his family. You know, he was probably, you know, he just didn't want to be, no, stop justifying it. Stop justifying it and start accepting the fact that, you know what? This is real. Like, maybe I am just wasting my time. And if you get to the point where you feel like that, then I would say, you know what? It's definitely time to have a conversation. But I'm a strong believer for people that never want to have a conversation about the relationship. And fellas, I know you guys hate the, well, what are we doing? Where are we going from here? That's because she's not clear. But ladies, on the flip side, a lot of times when you're wondering, what are we, or where are we going, or what are we doing, you have your answer. You have your answer. It's like, this is where it's going, or this is where it's not going. But I will say, in all fairness, I would definitely say, definitely try to have a conversation. I'm always big on conversations to try to get some clarification. But if you can't get any clarification, if you can't get any answers, or you keep getting the same cliches, oh, well, let's just, we seeing where it go. Oh, wait, so how long am I supposed to see where it go? We've been seeing where it go for a whole year, and it ain't went nowhere.
We just gonna keep on going with the flow, going with the flow, and the
flow
just ride down the river.
And before you know it, you done flew on into 3 years or flew into 5 years, and you're still going with the flow. But they still have never done anything to really solidify that you matter to them.
Right.
And you've ended up wasting your time.
Valuable time that you can't get back.
Just going with the flow. So let's not be afraid to have the hard conversations. Like, and it doesn't have to be nagging, in a nagging way, because I believe that you could talk about anything. It's just the way that we do it. So again, I'm good for look, I'll sit down. We're going to go out. We're going to have something. We're going to go to your favorite place, a nice place, and we're going to talk. And if I start trying to talk and you're not in that conversation, or you're not feeling the conversation, I'm not going to push. I'm not going to push the issue. I'm not going to push the conversation and I'm going to remove myself. Because if you didn't think enough, you're not even trying to hear me out. You're not even trying. That's because you're hearing someone else. And instead of saying, "Oh, I'm hearing somewhere else," we play the games. So when you feel like you're not getting what you need to make you feel like you matter to them, then guess what? You are wasting your time because you're not getting what it is that you feel that you need. So listen, I know these be hard conversations. Sometimes you got to give closure and peace to yourself, because if you're relying on these people to give you closure and to give you peace, baby, you will be wondering. You will be sitting up there still waiting. I need some closure, baby.
You ain't never gonna get no closure.
Listen, he been left you 12,000 years ago, and you still wait for some closure. The closure is he left. He's not responding. He's not communicating anymore. That's the closure. But guys, listen. Take ownership of how you feel. Don't let people just treat you any old type of way. Listen, if you feel like you don't matter and they doing stuff or they're not doing things that make you feel like you matter, do what you have to do for you. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor. Go to our YouTube channel, like and follow and subscribe that channel, the J Spot Radio. Go to Facebook, like and follow us there, the J Spot. Go to Instagram, like and follow us there, the J Spot. J is spelled Jaye. Until next time, you all take care of yourselves and each other. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Yeah, just let them listen. Just let them all go. Good night, guys. Thank you so much. Good night, guys. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, guys. Thank you. Good night.